no S. There's no need to say cattles, okay? Because cattle is already plural, Helen. You also say last but not least, not last but not the least. No need for the. Last but not least. All right, you say insult. Use each other when talking about two people. Each other, it is reciprocal. Use one another when referring to more than two people. So Nigerians respect or support one another, okay, not each other. And to you, David, you say elite, not elite, okay? You say elite. You say grievance, not grievance. There is no I after the V. It is grievance, not grievance. You also say there's a difference between core and corp. You use corp when referring to a corporation. Corp is the shortened version of corporation. However, the one you meant was core, as in CORPS. So it is core members, not corp members, okay? Good. You say core members. You also say emphasize, not emphasize on. Emphasize is a transitive verb. Let us emphasize the topic. My opponent emphasized that blah blah blah, not emphasized on, okay? You can place emphasis or lay emphasis on, but you emphasize and then go straight to what you want to say. No need for the on there. You also say there's a difference between military and militaries. Military is already a plural noun referring to the armed forces of a country. When you say militaries, you're referring to the armed forces of different countries. So you should have, yes, you said militaries. You cannot even remember. So you should have said the military of Nigeria is already, okay? Or are already, depending on what verb you choose to use, because you can use either are or is. But when saying militaries, you're talking about more than the armed forces of a country. So you can say the militaries of Cameroon, Canada, the US, and Nigeria. Okay? But when referring to one country, you say military. It is Deborah, not Deborah. Okay? Both of you, southern, not southerners. Southerners, southerners, okay? Southerners, not southerners. Sacred, not sacred. Sacred. Okay? You say sacred. And finally, Nigerians in the diaspora. Helen, not Nigerians in diaspora. Nigerians in the diaspora. Over to you, lady and gentlemen.
A modern student is not just a man. Is that child?
Well, you can be sure there's been a whole lot of those kinds of learning for the young students who have graced the I Beg to Differ national final stage this season. It's been eye-opening for them, as it has been for us. It's a feeling you can hardly describe, but we'll come to that in just a bit. I want to drop this content, this little clip from one of these students we've seen so far, a very impressive young lad. It sounds somewhat like this.
A modern student is not just a learner with a pen in hand. He's that child sitting in a crowded classroom in Lagos, or that girl in India or Ghana, all navigating an increasingly pressurized testing culture in this digital era. In Nigeria, students write several exams, multiple tests, WAEC, NECO, JAM, post-UTME, all for one level of education. JAM often repeats what WAEC and NECO already cover, raising real questions about its necessity. When students face 4 to 6 major exams in a single year, it's not called assessment anymore, it's academic overload. Furthermore, high stress levels of students is proof of overtesting. According to the EduWatch Nigeria, they conducted a survey, and that survey revealed that 65% of students feel overwhelmed and perpetually anxious due to excessive exam pressure. After all work and no play makes Ele Ojo a dull and highly stressed girl. Sometimes I wonder if Albert Einstein had attended a modern school, he'd be too busy cramming for exams than to dream of the relativity theory. Why? Because teachers nowadays, under high pressure to produce good students, now teach the test rather than inspiring critical thinking. If this keeps up, we'll be building a generation of robots who can memorize, not students who can innovate. In addition, high rate of malpractice is linked to overtesting. A Cambridge assessment study in 2019 linked excessive exam pressure to increased rate of malpractice. When students feel like their future depends on one high-stake test, they do anything to pass. Cheating is not always about Cheating is not always about laziness. Sometimes it's about fear, and over-testing is the root of it. Now to the darker side of the story. In India, the NCRB reported that over 2,000 students committed suicide in 2022 because of fear, failure, and anxiety towards the exam they wrote that year. Yet some say we are not over-tested. These and many more goes to show that yes, indeed, we are over-tested. In schools today, what did you score matters more than what did you learn. Exams are now the currency of intelligence, often ignoring practical skills. But let's be honest, testing is now replacing learning itself. We are told that education is about learning, but when tests become the goal, learning becomes a byproduct. Ask any student today, why are you studying? The answer isn't to grow, it's because the exams are coming. Schools are no longer temples of knowledge, they are now test centers. We've turned the joy of discovery into a checklist of past questions, and if that's not over testing, then what is?
Yeah, what a thought-provoking question that was from what we saw yesterday. Yes, we can all agree that the quarterfinals have run their course, and what a spectacle they have been. On Wednesday, Akinlolua edged past Esther to seize the very first semi-final ticket of this quarterfinal stage of the I Beg to Differ students' debate. Yesterday, the stage erupted with drama and razor-thin margins. Majesty survived by the slimmest of whiskers. That little clip you just heard was from that dramatic debate. It was a debate that should have held on Wednesday but had to be pushed forward because he was ill. And he struggled through the debate. He was struggling all the time, but he did just enough. It was a 1-point difference. He won by 127 to 126 in a clash that will be remembered for its intensity. Soon after, in the second debate of yesterday, God's goodness, Kokwete, shone with authority, overcoming Omar Benedi Excel 129 to 110.5 in a debate that stretched to the global stage. I was thinking to myself that if Majesty has been the revelation of these national finals, Excel has been, well, for me, and this is just my opinion, I don't want to use the word flop as we use in football and sports, but maybe the one contestant that I expected a whole lot more. He set fire on the stage last season, which was why we actually brought him back when the opportunity showed itself. However, for the young lad, when you remember what he did last season, he lost by a slim margin. He came to the previous national championship as the regional champion in Abuja, and he was breathtaking. So breathtaking that there was an entourage waiting for him when he returned to Abuja at the airport to celebrate him. But this time, just seemed like it wasn't quite enough. He lost his first debate. It was a tense debate against a very fiery opponent. He lost that. He came in the second debate. He tried to up it a little bit, but he still lost. And in his third debate, he seemed like, you almost sense that his mind was somewhere else. And I remember in his rebuttal round yesterday, he just spent half the time. And I can understand where the young lad is coming from. It's like sports. It's like bringing the best player who won the Ballon d'Or last season straight to a World Cup final or a Champions League final this season, probably has not trained with the team that much, has not gone through the qualifiers or the knockout stages, and he just arrives at the tournament, he's just not match ready or match fit. I suspect that was what happened to Omar Benedi XL, because if he had competed in Abuja in the regional finals, it will be, I believe it will be something different. Well, going further, just looking at what we saw yesterday, in perhaps the most delicate of contests, Ifeoluwa edged past Tayo 127 to 126.5. It was a battle of memory, healing, and conviction, decided by the narrowest of breaths, 127 to 126.5. Now, there were some questions asked after that debate, and I was privileged to address the contestants and the teams waiting downstairs, and we checked the record again. So there were some who believed that according to the record I called out, it was a tie. And I was praying it would be a tie. I don't remember praying that the contest should go into a tiebreaker like yesterday. But it turned out that no, it wasn't a tie. The record, because our recording document is automated, so it cannot make a mistake. So when they said, Mr. Femi, there was a mistake, it was a tie, and they showed me, I said, if it's a tie, maybe I made the mistake, not the record. So I had to ask Sheriff to give me the record, and we opened it and we saw it. So it turned out that I think there was one of the score that I had recorded where I was supposed to add a 0.5 and I didn't add, or something like that. But they confirmed that on the record it was correct. So it was correct. But my oh my. Yesterday I felt like maybe we should nullify just 1 point as a decider, or half a point. Those kind of ties probably should go into a tiebreaker. I do not know. But it is, you cannot take anything away from Ifeoluwa, who won yesterday. Both were brilliant. It's just that somebody had to win. We'll take a break. When we come back from off this break, we will hear from you. Stay with us.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Now cook food where sweets like this. One girl for my kitchen. Too sweet, I lick my lips. Now waiting, I use them fry my chicken. If you listen when it says the sound of churches you've been missing. It a hammer for my city. Now cook food where sweets like this. It's mama do, your meal is it. It's mama do. Oh no, you dey hear. It's mama do, mama do. Yes, mama do. It's mama do, your meal is it. It's mama do. Oh no, you dey hear. It's mama do, mama do.
It tastes great. It's Mamador. Mamador oil is available in stores near you and also comes in pocket-friendly sizes. Use Mamador oil today.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
If you are hungry for Nigerian flavor, step into Ejanla Foods, where every bite tastes like home. From fresh sizzling seafood to hearty soup, from smoky jollof rice to mouth-watering swallow and sides, we serve it fresh, we serve it local, and we serve it delicious. We are cooking for you every day at number 45B Suez Crescent, Abacha Estate, Wuse Zone 4 in Abuja, and at number 37 Body Thomas Street, opposite Access Bank in Lagos, and of course at number 40 Fola Oshibo Road, Lekki Phase 1. Follow the taste on Instagram, ejanla.ng. That is at ejanla.ng. Ejanla Foods, your taste buds will thank you. Obiwizi is Nigeria's trusted name.
Obiwizi, Nigeria's trusted name in affordable tech and gadgets trade-ins. From Lagos to Abuja, from students to CEOs, Obiwizi is your guy for quality tech devices, brand new and pre-owned. Got a phone, a laptop? Bring it in and walk out with an upgrade, a cashback, or both. Whether you shop in store or online at obiwizi.com, that is obiwizi.com, you are guaranteed value, warranty, and a customer-first experience. Obiwizi offers affordable tech, trusted service. Because with gadgets, Obiwizi is your guy. Follow us on Instagram at Obiwizi Backup Page and on TikTok at Obiwizi. The vision at Crescent Schools is to be at the forefront in the private education sector and to nurture the children to become all they can be through quality all-round education from kindergarten to tertiary levels has been fulfilled as Crescent Schools Limited has spread out, not just in terms of multiple locations, but now covers all tiers of education from cradle to tertiary levels. Crescent boasts of a standalone nursery school, 7 nursery and primary schools, 7 secondary schools, a 6th form college, and a world-class university, arguably the best educational conglomerate in Nigeria.
Chrisland Nursery School in VGC is located at 0 to 1A and 3D Road 9, Victoria Garden City, VGC, Ajah, Lagos. You can call 0817-201-3114 or 0802-342-1214. Chrisland Primary School, VGC is located at K6A Road 3, Victoria Garden City in Ajah, Lagos. Now you can call 0817-201-3145 or 0802-336-9900 or 0145-40221.
Welcome back. I'm joined by the one and only Yvonne Ohaifo. Teacher Wanjoku, welcome.
Femi, no, not that name, please.
Oh, sorry.
Principal Vaughn.
Okay. Yes. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. Oh, Principal Vaughn.
Yes.
So it was Teacher Wanjoku. Welcome. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah. What a contest.
Oh, Femi, what a contest. Yesterday was especially a sensitive day for me because all 3 debaters who lost were phenomenal. All 3 of them were phenomenal. And my heart broke for them.
You can say that the quarterfinals delivered drama to the last breath.
Definitely.
Akinloluwa, majesty, God's goodness, Ifeoluwa. You know, well, they've emerged from those quarterfinal battles, decided in a number of instances by razor-thin margins.
Absolutely, especially yesterday.
The first debate was decided by 1.
Yes.
The second debate was decided by half of 1. And we were like...
Third debate as well.
Yes.
0.5.
Yes. No, the third. The first and the third. The second was... I mean, Excel just did not come to the party. So it was a slaughter. But indeed, that debate, you know, like me, I was like... I've never seen... Usually, I sit down here and pray, please, God, let this thing not go into tiebreaker so we can... Yesterday I was like, God, let this thing be tiebreaker, please.
Right. When I saw the results, I went. My heart sank because I did not want Tayo to go.
Yeah.
Tayo brought a lot of heat yesterday, and I badly wanted her to stay in the competition. We already know Kokoete comes with 1,000 points and then leaves you to flounder as you try to get, you know.
I don't understand that.
That girl.
Yeah, she doesn't. There's something rather innocuous about her. It's almost like
very unassuming.
And all of that. And then she will now pack so many points. You're now like, okay, where am I going to start from
Where to
now?
start from?
And what even surprised me in yesterday's contest with Excel reported a few points.
Excel rebutted just 4 points.
And said, well, that's all. I don't know. What was it he said? He said something like, that's all the point I can report. I don't even understand what you're even saying. He just said, what you said in points 1 and this and 4. And Excel will pack your thing. And he follows.
Yes.
He follows. In his first debate, the one where he came with a stethoscope, who was that against? He was like, your point in the point you made in point 7, which you also made in point 13, 12, and I was like, what? And by the way, stop repeating points. These children will finish you. But it's just beautiful.
Right.
It's their mind, and then you're reminded that these are kids. Like literally,
yes,
kids,
just kids,
and you thought kids only play on devices, play video games, and probably try to get as much money away from you as anything. But their mind is sharp to not take it for granted.
But I'm interested in hearing what Lagos has to say,
yes,
especially
certainly.
because we have 4 semi-finalists now. 2 of whom Lagos has met already. Akinlolua. And interestingly, Femi, they're both from the same school.
From the same school.
My, oh my.
Now, there's something else to note. All the semi-finalists are the champions of each of their regions.
Absolutely.
Only the champions. Akinlolua was the champion of the first Lagos regional final. Same school as Mary Ukeashia,
yes.
who won her regional finals and then won the national finals last year. And then in the second regional final, Ifeoluwa was the champion. In the Abuja final, it was this Royal Majesty of Ifelu.
Really? I mean.
And then it was God's Goodness Kokoete, who emerged champion in Port Harcourt. And by some providence, by the time we were signing off yesterday, we didn't know.
Wonderful.
It was when we got downstairs and I think it was one of the teachers or one of the parents that called my attention to it that it's just the champions now. It's only the champions now.
I mean,
I was like, who would have thunk it?
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Especially because now they all have to slug it out for the grand title of champion of champions.
So what it means is that it's because there is a possibility that somebody might win the national champions who was not a regional champion. There's always that possibility, right?
Yes.
But it hasn't happened.
It hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened.
So the champions, I think it's credit to all the judges, to say, look, there could be some concerns here and there from, but the judging is
always on point.
Always on point. I saw circumstances where, this season we decided to introduce the chief judges from each of the regions, and sometimes you see a contestant from the region is competing and the judge is scoring the other contestant even higher.
Right.
I'm like, okay. Yeah, I mean, again, for me, it's just a test. I've always trusted every single one of our judges.
Absolutely.
I believe they vote their consciences, they judge their consciences at all times.
Absolutely.
But sometimes too, their perception could be that maybe some people are favored and all of that. If I wanted to favor somebody, who have been yesterday, I would have favored because I've still not recovered. I had a heartbreak from losing Damilola. No, Damilola.
Oh, okay.
That's from.
Oh, right.
That's from round 1, second day. I just feel that Damilola is packed with so much more.
What about Helen from yesterday?
Yeah, Helen. There was no way I could explain. Helen was just, it was one of those things where
Helen was beautiful yesterday.
When Helen went up against Majesty.
Right.
But that's the thing. This Majesty fellow, I can tell you. I mean, I didn't know what even to say, and it was by 1 point.
Just 1
Do you know what it means to match Majesty and all his writs and
her opening debate was beautiful. Her closing was.
She matched him, and she could have won. Oh. Did you notice that in that debate, it was So Majesty took round one. Like, literally, you could say unanimously, right? Helen came back and took round two.
Oh, she
unanimously.
did a good job.
Unanimously. She came back and took round two. Unanimously. There was no.
Rebuttals were on point.
Yes. There was no gainsaying it. And then in that third round, I've never seen a debate ever where the whole judgment of the entire round is a tie for all the judges. I really have not seen.
Oh.
And at that point, I was like, hey, the diction thing too. This destiny was to be a tie. There was no way.
There was no way.
There was no way to go. So
there was no way because they were both so eloquent. And
yeah.
Oh goodness.
And then came the Tayo and Ifeoluwa. And at that point, when I saw the scoring from the performance judges, the actual, the first four judges, and I saw at this point it was 0.5. And when I was waiting for you to input your score, I was just praying that, evolve, just make it 10 to 9.5. But you see, it will be difficult because in my head, judging by their presentation, in my head, I would have judged Ifeoluwa slightly. I agree that it was a tie, but if I was going to give the diction scoring in terms of general presentation by a slight margin, I would give it to Ifeoluwa. That's in my head. In my head.
Usually when it comes down to a slim margin,
yes.
I make it a tie because
why are you like that? If you had done 9.5, if you had done,
it would have come down to a tie.
If you had given Ifeoluwa 9.5, we would have gone for the tiebreaker.
Femi,
maybe she would still have won.
These kids were already. Did you see how tired they were yesterday?
I know.
They
right?
were already exhausted. And come on, I did not want to be the person to do that to them because I saw what happened with
David
Amuzie and Joseph, Esther Joseph, and they were exhausted.
I know,
and I felt bad for those poor kids.
It's tough.
It's tough. It really is
trying
tough.
to decide between kids. It's
tough
because as you grow, you realize that in this life is about everything is a battle. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some, but it's usually harder when you're younger.
However, I have to say, Lagos, that as we get into the semi-finals now, the diction scoring will be much tighter.
Yeah,
it will come down to every little detail.
Sure, you Bonyibo or you don't Bonyibo. Whatever nonsense that is. Okay. Let's hear what the guys. I don't know if the two lines are working, but also on WhatsApp, we'd like to hear your thoughts.
Yes,
could you share the numbers?
The numbers to call are 0201 277 0993. The female only line is 0201 465 7190. And the WhatsApp number is 080-959-75805. Lagos, we would love to hear your thoughts.
We're also streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. So we're being joined in Port Harcourt and Lagos too. So for their benefit, I'll call the numbers a little slower.
Okay.
0201 277 0993. That's for the guys, men. Okay, 0201 277 0993. Ladies only. If you're a guy, unless we tell you it's okay. If you're a guy, don't call this other line. No, it's for ladies only.
Right.
0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Mrs. Oboli.
Mr. Femi, good afternoon. Principal Von. Principal Njoku, good afternoon.
Teacher Njoku. Teacher Njoku.
He has another name now.
She better not fight it, because if she fights it, it will stick.
We'll continue to, exactly. Mr. Femi now, wow. So the debate I want to really talk about is that of Tayo and Ifeoluwa. It was closely contested and the scores were closely knitted. I don't know the abracadabra these judges did. I don't really know. But from your explanation, even for the fact that you said it was an automated machine that collates these scores, People have been shouting, INEC, INEC, INEC. One thing stands clear in my head. Tayo said, life is a sprint. You cannot carry a 50 kg load on your head while running the race of life. Ifeoluwa retorted, progress without memory is like progress without direction. And you
it's like movement without direction, yeah.
These are kids.
Right.
These are, you see, before they will say, kids say, this one don't even pass. They are saying, they are dropping it like it's hot. They are dropping bombshells, and you are quivering, you are asking yourself, how did they do this?
Right.
I doff my hat for the two beautiful children that debated last yesterday.
Right.
And for the fallen heroes, they are not falling because they've come to stamp their feet in the sands of time. We will never forget. Mr. Femi, the way you introduce this thing, I don't know if you have become a poet, but honestly, you are now a poet of some sort. And I always rush to YouTube to see how you say these things in rhymes. You are rhyme Zoe, you are Principal Vaughn. I'm not in your purview of correction anyway. So
Don't worry, you're safe. You're safe.
Yeah.
Thank you,
now,
Mrs. Oboli.
There's something I want to quickly say now. I don't know if it's imperative we tell these kids that if they are bringing in a proverb that's not in English language, for clarity's sake, probably maybe they are speaking Igbo, Latin or something, they should interpret it. For example, till now, Principal Vaughn, you've not been able to decipher the Latin magazine. Who spoke that?
It was Kokwete, and she did interpret what she said.
She did.
She interpreted what she said. Yes.
Every time she said
Every time she does.
she interpreted it. But you see, usually what happens is that when you hear it, your brain fixes on what she says, and it locks. It locks the interpretation. That's it happened to all of us. But we've gone back to she interprets it every time.
Yes. She does.
Yes, she does.
But you see, it's
I would have spoken. I would just speak my own now.
What if you hear? If you hear? Yeah.
Good thinking, good product. That's what Nigeria Info brings to the table every time. Mr. Femi, your own question is this: is it Mercy Children's School or Mercy Children's Hospital?
It's hospital. Sometimes I say school. It's old age.
Abi?
It's old age. It's hospital. It's hospital.
In conclusion, kudos to all our sponsors who has made this Lordy initiative possible rather.
Right.
Because they invested their money in this worthy cause. Obiwizi has been with us from inception.
Right.
1 million bosa for him. Christian schools, Diamonds and Pears, Ejanla Foods. Looking forward to go and eat at that place very soon. Massive Children's School, Kum Hospital, because we don't know which one now. Then finally, Lekki Conservation Center. God bless Nigeria Info. God bless our sponsors and partners. God bless you all. We are rooting. I don't even know who to root for again because all my heroes are going down and the new ones. They are not yet born, but all of them are good. God bless you.
Bless you. Thank you.
Now I'm going to say an expression in German or in Deutsche. It is vielen Dank.
Okay.
And it means thank you very much.
Very much. What's it that my son is almost Japanese now. Yeah, Japanese. So what's that? Something gozaimasu. How did they say thank you?
Well, I know that in Arabic they say shukran.
Shukran. In Arabic they also say yeslamo, which is pretty informal, and you say gracias in Spanish, but grazie in Italian.
In Esan you say obulu. For those of you who have come for my throat, my jugular.
Yeah.
I hope you can speak your language.
Obulu.
That's how we say thank you. In Esan. In Bini, they say uwese.
In my language, they say sosong
etiete, of course. Hello, welcome.
We leave out the teachers and the coaches. We forget to teach them. We'll come back to that. Yes, please. How are you doing?
Yeah, you have to Tilokwe here.
Welcome to Tilokwe. How are you doing?
Move on. You are my best personality in this program. Move on. And because you remind me of my English teacher then, alright English teacher, Mr. Gumala. I just want to listen to you during your correction time. and I know I would learn something new all the time.
You're very kind. Thank you.
Let me tell you, I cannot know them.
Because you're too old now. Because
you're too busy looking for money.
Yes, I cannot know them. But I'm still interested in learning.
Right.
You see, okay. Let me do something here. I want to give you the start. You have had Ro12, the first national champion, followed by Mary. You know that of all the people you have had in this program, just one person have unbeaten record. That is Ro12.
Yeah.
Mary was beaten in the last before she finally got over.
Yeah.
I think Akinoluwa was also beaten before he finally clinched the ticket for the gold. Then Ifeoluwa too was not beaten. She's unbeaten right now.
Yes, Ifeoluwa has not lost.
Yes, I don't know about Kokoiti.
How about Akinoluwa? Olajolo. Olajolo too.
He lost once. I think he lost one.
Hey.
He lost one.
No, he didn't.
In the regional finals?
No, he didn't.
No. In the preliminary. I think he lost one.
No, he didn't. He hasn't. He hasn't lost.
Confirm from him tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, he hasn't lost.
Okay.
Right. Well, thank you.
I will check.
Then for my favorite, I don't know. I don't want to say the only man there. You get it now. But the truth is that I think the Port Harcourt girl is going to say the whatever. Maybe to control football at the end of the day or weekly. I don't know, but I know the team is going to Port Harcourt.
Well, that remains to be seen because the 4 contenders.
I think so.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing. Somebody on WhatsApp, Franklin on the road says, "Good afternoon, Rector and Principal." Rector Femi. For some reason, I am not liking the diction scoring as I used to. I liked it better when it was debater A 5 points deduction and debater B 2.5 points deduction. Okay, I get what you mean. Well, that said, I am blessed to have followed all the debates. Why is this
it's
so
Yvonne
tiny?
that's making like 80% of our decisions a tie. She's the one who hold her responsible.
Oh. Anyway, he goes on to say, that said, I am blessed to have followed all the debates from the beginning to date. Franklin, thank you for sharing that message. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, Yvonne. And,
welcome.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Doing well. It's Emmanuel. I'm speaking to you from Ekwe.
Emmanuel, welcome. Please go ahead.
First off, Mr. Femi has breached something that is very big. I'm talking about Vaughn now. Vaughn has turned to this person that you multiply her. She is one person, but you begin to use something like make I greet them. Make them not talk say to me when I speak no correct. I'm proud of Olajolo.
Yes, so.
I'm very, very proud of him. And he's doing fantastically well. In fact, I'll be rooting for him, in this debate. And then that guy who debated the money paid to the legislator.
Majesty or Chechegbe. That was a difficult position.
That guy didn't just debate, on Nigeria Info. That guy didn't just debate against the lady, I suppose she was a lady. But that guy debated against more than 200 million Nigerians.
I tell you.
And then he won that debate. If Akpabio invites that guy, I go vote out APC and I go campaign with APC. In fact, successive Senate President Saraki, Akpabio, all of them should invite him. Dogara, the president, Senate President, House of First Speaker, this chief of staff to the president, they should invite that guy because it was from a very difficult angle.
It was.
Then that guy won that debate. Honestly, you guys are doing a fantastic job, and things that seem to be difficult, you guys are proving that impossibility is just a statement, that can be overwritten. Kudos to you guys.
Thank you, Emmanuel.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Oga Femi and our ever delightful diction judge Yvonne. That boy, I salute his royal majesty. I see a king in that boy. You are brilliant and articulated. You mean articulate. During round 16, Helen won my heart, but his royal majesty, In fact, I will name my son Majesty. But why? Majesty versus Akin.
To people who have never lost, will lose for the first time. So,
Let's see.
Akin Lulua in this national finals hasn't lost.
He hasn't lost.
He won his first against Dami by 1 point.
Yes.
By 1 point. And then in his second debate, the second round, he went up against let me see, where's my record now? Okay, I think
He has never lost.
No, he
has
didn't.
never lost. He did?
No, he didn't.
He hasn't lost. He has never
He
lost.
went in his second round. I don't know why I'm looking for it.
He
but I'll
did
say
have
it.
some underwhelming days.
Yes, because
Yes,
that
but
first
he has never
day,
lost.
that first day, I felt he was, not up to par considering what we saw in the regional. But unless he, okay, Akin in his second debate, he went up against Helen and won by 1.5 points,
Right.
128 to 126. Yes, 128 to 126.5.
This person says, "Good afternoon, teacher NJ. Be warned, Mike. Take your time. Behave yourself, Mike." Anyway, Mike goes on to say,
Teacher New Jersey.
Anyway, Mike goes on to say, and of course, Mr. Femi, these debates have been a relief to me particularly, and I look forward to them. And Mr. Femi's poems and funny stories. Yesterday was really hot, and I won't lie, and I really wish the semis and the third place matches would be done one per day while the finals air on Thursday. Just my own 2 cents. Rooting for Majesty anyway. Mike from Ikpaja, thank you for that message.
To be sure, the final will be on Thursday, but it will be the upper Thursday. The semi-finals will happen on Wednesday of the coming week.
Chinedu in Ijebuode says, "Good evening, Femi and Yvonne. What about Tanvita? You mean Tanvita, not Tabitha. Tanvita Kaushik, the very first IBTD champion with an Oyibo accent. I kind of miss her, but don't tell her I said so. Oh, she's moved on. She's probably somewhere in some country
not sure.
now.
I'm not sure she's in the country.
No, she's not in the country.
Yeah.
Look,
Interesting. So I was going to say we have 30 seconds. We gotta go, but we need to say thank you to the teachers.
Absolutely,
the
Femi.
teachers and coaches of these kids. You can tell
The
that
parents as well.
yes, there's a reason why some schools are consistent. It also reminds me that one person can make a change. One coach, one games master can give you trophies for the next 5 years. So we hope that the institutions will take care of these teachers well.
Right. We hope so. We'll take a short break, and after
You
that,
are listening.
Borderlines comes up. Stick around.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Now cook food where sweet like this. One girl for my kitchen. Too sweet, I lick my lips. Now waiting, I use them fry my chicken. If you listen when it says the sound of joy taste you've been missing. It a hammer for my
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria